In the heart of the Galactic Council's Grand Chamber, a colossal holographic projection of the Milky Way galaxy rotated slowly. A pulse of amber light emanated from a specific sector, zooming in to reveal Earth, its moon, and the surrounding human colonies. A secondary projection displayed a stark crimson notification. Territory reclassified. A willowy Zari elder announced the formal conclusion of the Sol System's status, citing humanity's lack of alignment, erratic expansion, and refusal to engage in galactic diplomacy. The session, already lengthy, had covered hyperlane taxation, border disputes, and mining rights. A Vorus Syndicate delegate hissed impatiently, eager to finalize the matter. The Zari speaker assured them it would be brief, stating the humans were a loose end that the Jir were willing to tie off. Projections detailed humanity's turbulent history, political instability, and internal conflicts. An Elar conglomerate delegate declared humanity incapable of self-governance, predicting their collapse. The speaker, with practiced patience, announced the unanimous decision to entrust the Sol System to the Zion Imperium. Zion High Executor Zar allowed a quiet chuckle, believing they were doing humanity a favor. He asserted the Zion Empire's history of guiding species to stability, now thriving, in order and prosperity. A Sick Dominion delegate questioned humanity's compliance, noting their lack of integration attempts. Zar dismissed their concerns, stating compliance was unnecessary, merely submission. The Zari speaker confirmed the transition would be seamless, with any resistance swiftly corrected. An Uari delegate asked if the humans had been informed, eliciting laughter. Zar likened humanity to a flock, needing no permission before being moved to better pastures. He volunteered to personally lead the incursion. The chamber buzzed with indifference, viewing it as another bureaucratic proceeding. The Vorus Syndicate delegate mused that humanity, despite being an anomaly, would eventually fall in line. Jabal Zari speaker declared the Sol System a Zion Imperium protectorate, a decision already made before the meeting. No announcements or envoys were deemed necessary. Hours later, Zion warships emerged from hyperspace over Sol, forming an inescapable net. Fleet Marshal Javan, aboard the flagship Vengeance of Droll Kar, oversaw the incursion with Zar. They moved slowly, allowing humanity to witness their arrival. The first alert came from Deep Space Observatory 17, followed by confirmations from Titan's tracking array and other monitoring installations. Luna Command Center's Admiral Brad Waltz faced holographic projections depicting the massive fleet. Lieutenant Samantha followed by confirmations from Titan's tracking array and other monitoring installations. Luna Command Center's Admiral Brad Waltz faced holographic projections depicting the massive fleet. Lieutenant Samantha Lee confirmed multiple capital-class vessels, the largest fleet signature ever recorded. General Frederick Stiglitz dryly noted their politeness in announcing themselves. Waltz surmised they were unaccustomed to resistance, observing their procession-like formation. He ordered a wideband transmission, but the Zion fleet remained unresponsive. High Executor Tsar then appeared on a holographic feed, declaring himself humanity's new ruler. He dismissed their governance and announced their integration into the Zion Imperium. Waltz questioned their agreement, and Tsar stated it was not required. Made at the highest levels, Waltz sarcastically thanked the council for distributing their home. Tsar, masking his offense, deemed humans emotional and predictable. Waltz countered, stating they were about to witness what happened when humans stopped being polite. Tsar, dismissing it as a waste of time, reiterated the annexation. Stiglitz, leaning forward, declined their offer. Waltz confirmed their rejection of the Zion Imperium, demanding their fleet's departure. Tsar, amused, promised a lesson in reality. The Zion fleet began repositioning, deploying fighter wings and adjusting weapon arrays. Waltz activated planetary defense grids and mobilized all fleets, anticipating a surprise for the Zion. In a small village, a cat named Whiskers discovered a magic fish in a pond. The fish promised 3 wishes in exchange for its freedom. Whiskers wished for endless fish, a cozy bed, and a bell that rang softly. The fish granted all 3 wishes and swam away, leaving Whiskers content and purring in the sun. Aboard the Vengeance of Droll car, Tsar and Havan observed the human defiance. Javan dismissed it as the reflex of a cornered animal. Tsar, noting their lack of panic, ordered the locking of firing solutions on Europa and Mars. Aboard the Dominion, Wrath, Field Commander Veer finalized firing sequences, viewing it as restoring order. The Zion fleet charged their plasma arrays, targeting the human colonies. The Martian sky ignited as the first salvo fell, obliterating sensor towers and hardened bunkers. Communications went dark. Above Europa, plasma lances pierced the ice crust, rupturing undersea facilities. The human presence in both colonies was erased. Tsar, satisfied, declared there would be no further defiance. He ordered a final declaration to the humans, informing them their world now belonged to the Imperium. Tsar, observing sensor distortions, deemed it a desperate scramble. Javan agreed, stating they would crawl and beg. On Luna Command Center, the war room was silent, filled with calculation. Waltz, observing the tactical display, noted the Zion's belief in shattering their defenses. Stiglitz remarked on their belief in wiping them out. Lee confirmed the underground networks and deep-sea stations remained intact, with no casualties. Waltz initiated deployment. Beneath Europa's ice crust, Admiral Aldo Hyox prepared the hidden arsenal. Surface drones were positioned, and the signal was sent. Hundreds of mass drivers erupted, hurling hypervelocity slugs at the Zion warships. The flagship, Vengeance of Drollkar, took a direct hit. Aboard the Zion fleet, alarms blared as ships erupted in fire. Beneath Mars, Admiral Jack Callahan watched the Zion fleet scramble. He brought the grid online, and orbital railguns fired, followed by human warships emerging from camouflage positions. Waltz, observing the devastation, noted the Zion fleet's collapse. He opened a channel, declaring playtime over. Tsar, reeling, questioned how they were still alive. Waltz stated they had destroyed nothing. Their people were alive, and their forces were dying. He offered no surrender or peace, demanding they leave. The Zion fleet began their retreat. Waltz ordered fleet reports and recalibrated defensive positions, anticipating their return. On the Zion's planet, the Imperial War Chamber was bathed in crimson light. Overlord Zervas, his mandibles twitching, read the impossible reports. Grand. Strategist Voron demanded confirmation of the numbers. The tactical overseer confirmed the data, stating 48% of their fleet was destroyed. Zervas demanded an explanation from Tsar, who cited unexpected human resistance and a lack of intelligence. Voron questioned Tsar's reliance on the Council's assessment. Zervas, shifting his focus, declared the defiance could not go unanswered. He ordered the deployment of the 2nd and 3rd Imperial fleets, a force designed for extermination. Zervas instructed Tsar to In satisfaction, it will be done, Overlord. The transmission cut, and Zervas turned to Voron, commanding him to ensure nothing remained of the humans. Voron's mandibles curled into a smile. In the Galactic Council chamber, a watchful silence replaced the usual political chatter. Delegates observed the burning Zion fleet and the humans' unbroken stand. Chairman Vath of the Zari Commonwealth, his skin pulsing with bioluminescence, noted their resilience. An Odari Protectorate delegate echoed this sentiment, while a Sirish Dominion envoy predicted the Zion's reinforcements would eradicate humanity. A Vorus Syndicate delegate, coiling in satisfaction, believed the humans would be corrected. Vath, observing the approaching Zion fleet, stated the humans were irrelevant and the Imperium would resolve the matter without council intervention. On the edge of the Sol system, massive hyperspace distortions heralded the arrival of the Second and Third Imperial fleets. Hundreds of warships, larger and deadlier than before, emerged, led by hulking dreadnoughts. Aboard the Dominion Wrath, Grand Strategist Voran, satisfied, ordered a total planetary assault. At Luna Command Center, Admiral Brad Waltz tracked the enemy's approach. General Frederick Stiglitz noted their anger and intent to eliminate them. Waltz, observing data streams, predicted they were about to learn a lesson. Lee announced the Zion forces had entered weapons range. Waltz ordered all stations to engage. On Mars's defense grid, Zion dreadnoughts advanced, their weapon batteries primed. Hidden launch silos roared to life, firing kinetic payloads at relativistic speeds. A second fleet of human warships emerged from the asteroid belt, unleashing coordinated strikes. The Zion hesitated, realizing the humans were executing a strategy, not just defending. Aboard the Dominion Wrath, Voran watched his battle projections crumble, demanding to know the location of the human main fleet. A tense pause followed. Then a signal crackled through, reporting something happening in the Zion home system. In the Zion home system, human warships moved unseen, cutting off trade lanes and targeting supply depots. Confusion and panic spread across the Imperium. A command officer reported power fluctuations and communication losses. Voran, feeling an unfamiliar tightness, wondered if they were under attack. At Luna Command Center, Waltz observed the ongoing battle, stating it wasn't the real war. A voice confirmed Phase 2 was underway. A new fleet tightened the noose around the Zion remnants. In the Galactic Council chamber, a Zion officer appeared on a distorted transmission, reporting a complete siege. Silence fell over the chamber. Vath, feeling a slight tremor, observed data streams showing blockades and severed supply lines. A Sirich Dominion delegate questioned how the humans could be in their home system. The Vorus Syndicate envoy suggested they had been deceived. The Zion officer continued, stating they were being cut off from all support. The transmission cut. Vath, understanding the situation, realized humanity had engineered this moment. On the Imperial Fortress Command War Room, Overlord Zervus observed the fractured Imperium. Grand Strategist Voran appeared on a transmission, stating they needed to break the human hold. Zervus, enraged, questioned which front they should address. Voran suggested contacting the Council. Zervus, accusing the Council of allowing this to happen, agreed. He ordered a channel opened. Zervus appeared on a hologram, demanding the Council end the war. Vath, stating they had merely underestimated the humans, proposed a diplomatic intervention. Zervus, demanding negotiation, was met with a slow, deliberate smile from Vath. At Luna Command Center, a transmission request came through from the Galactic Council. The room fell silent as the message materialized. Stiglitz chuckled, noting, "It took them long enough." Waltz remained silent, The message blipped on the screen, awaiting a response. No one moved. Waltz, observing the blinking message, was joined by Stiglitz, who asked if the council was sweating. Waltz stated they were definitely feeling it. Lee reported erratic Zion at transmissions. Waltz ordered a channel opened. The Galactic Council Chamber and the Imperial Command Fortress filled the screen. Waltz, speaking last, stated it was over. Zervus questioned their victory. Waltz, displaying the severed Imperium, stated they knew. He declared their home system surrounded, their fleets trapped, and their reinforcements too late. He stated they had no interest in extermination or conquest, but they did not forgive. He demanded their immediate withdrawal, stating they would never return. Zervus, enraged, questioned their actions. Waltz stated they would finish what they started. He then delivered a final message, stating they were sending a courtesy message. Go home. Take care of your people, or we will do it for you. The screen cut to black. Aboard the Vengeance of Droll car, Zar watched the transmission end. Silence filled the war-torn bridge. Commander Veer asked for orders. Zar, observing the tactical displays, ordered a retreat. The remaining warships blinked out of the system. At Luna Command Center, Stiglitz, satisfied, watched the final enemy ship disappear. Officers celebrated quietly. Stiglitz asked Waltz if he had planned on taking care of the Zion people. Waltz smirked and shook his head. Stiglitz chuckled. Lee reported observation requests from council member states. Waltz told her to let them wait. The humans had not asked for recognition, but after this day, no one would dare